What is up, guys? Ben and welcome back to a new video of mine. Now, I know it's been so long since I've done a video. It must be about a week, maybe even two. But that is because FIFA 14 was so dead. I got myself an Xbox One. My Dazzle didn't work with my Xbox One. Then I tried using my friend's Elgato. That didn't work with my PC. So I went out and bought myself a PC. And now I am back in HD on next gen. What more could you ask for? And we're back with some FIFA 15. I hope you guys didn't think I would leave you without. Obviously, I am going to bring you some FIFA 15 demo shenanigans, and as you can see on your screen, we are going to get straight on into some Ultimate Team stuff. We're obviously going to choose the, well, you know, I don't know, for those of you that have played it, for those of you that are on PS3 or PS4, you would not have played it. For those of you that are on Xbox, I imagine you will. You get to choose like a load of different squads you can choose between, like some hybrids, some solid Premier League teams. But you'll see here that I have chosen the BBVA, we have chosen the Premier League, and we have chosen the Ligue 1. So basically, we get a bit of everything. We get Ibra, we get Messi, and we get some good little players on the bench. Now this is going to be a full game. So for those of you that don't want to see a massive long video, then I'm sorry, but we're probably going to be looking at 12 minutes for this video, just because there's so much to talk about on this demo. You know, I want to show you a full game because on highlights you don't get to see, you don't really get a feel for things. So for those of you that haven't played it, won't really know what I'm talking about if I just show some highlights, but you can see what I'm going to show you in the background. And you know, I'm running you through absolutely everything. You know, we're going to put it on Ultimate. I think we put it on. And this is actually my friend that's playing. He's starting a YouTube channel. I'll digress into that at a later stage. But yeah, I have quite a few things to do, or you know, properly get myself into, sink my teeth into, and we're going to start it. But we do start off with a new skill game actually, which my friend is quite retarded at. If you see, he's just running into posts left, right and centre. But it is a new skill game. It's pretty much the same as the dribbling one they did before, but you know, they changed it slightly, which is good to see, because last year I don't think they added any new ones from FIFA 14 to 13. As you can see along the bottom of your screen now, a straight away change is that they do the line up along the bottom of the middle of the screen now, which is kind of cool. You know, that's you know, we're not gonna slate that, are you? That's kind of cool. Just in case you missed the team screen of your opponent. But we're going to get straight on into the video and what I thought of the new FIFA 15 demo. To begin with, the pace of it. You know, all the pacey players seem to be very good. Messi seems to play like Messi, finally. Now, we always hear for every year from the YouTubers that play it, at either the early access for the YouTubers, EA, which there wasn't this year because of coin sellers, or the guys that go to Gamescom, they always say that it's really good, you know, and we usually find out that they're wrong. They did actually say that Messi actually played like Messi for once, and it's true, he does. He's fast, he's not weak on the ball, because he isn't weak on the ball in real life, you know, he's fairly solid all around. He's quick, good dribbling, as my phone's got off in the background, but it should be fine. You know, he's quick, he's got good dribbling, he's just a very, very solid player. And in real life, obviously, he's the best, in my eyes. You know, he's better than Ronaldo. Ronaldo's had a couple of better seasons, yes, but, you know, in a whole, in their lives, I think Lionel Messi is the best player in the world. But going into FIFA, because that's all this video is about, he's insane, you know, the guy's mental. He's quick, which is what you need. He's got good dribbling, which is what you need. He's got a good shot, which is what you need. What I noticed that they've kind of nerfed, well, no, we'll take one thing at a time. We'll just go with the pace of things. So the pace of the game has picked up massively, okay? There's none of this boring build-up shenanigans that you had to do a little bit of in 14, or FIFA 14 that is. You know, you can, the pace of the game is up, and you can just go from one end of the pitch to the other in 15 seconds, and you can go from defending a goal scoring chance to scoring, you know, which is what I love. You know, for those of you that have watched me for a long time know that I love to just counter attack. I love to soak up the pressure, counter attack, and just after nearly conceding a goal, 15 seconds later I put the ball in the net. That is what I like to do, and this game really allows me to do that. You know, I did, to the latter stages of FIFA 14, I did turn into a very, very dirty player. You'll see a squad builder out actually, which will be my last FIFA 14 video. You'll see that sometime in the near future. And you'll see, like, I'll explain everything in them, but you know, I did turn into a bit of a dirty player, but now this game makes me want to go back to what I was before, you know, the small, pacey dribbling players, the Agueros, the Messis, the Neymars, you know, the Iniestas, those sort of players, you know, and hopefully it really allows me, this game, to go back to that, because I did really enjoy FIFA at that time. Pace, that is the first thing ticked off. The second thing on the list, dribbling. Dribbling has improved tenfold. It is so good. You know, players can actually dribble the ball. Like I was saying about Messi and Aguero and stuff, it's back. You know, we can finally dribble with players again. It feels a little bit reminiscent of FIFA 13. You know, it's more FIFA 13 than FIFA 14, which is obviously good because the further back you go, the better the FIFAs were. FIFA 10, best one. FIFA 11, the second best one. You know, and as we got further on, they're getting worse. But I think EA have turned themselves around in this, which they're going to have to because PES have released a game that actually looks competitive for once. So, you know, EA have to get their fingers out, and hopefully, you know, we can get a good game out of FIFA. You know, Ultimate Team is where it's at. So I don't think PES will ever overtake EA. But, you know, or FIFA, so hopefully, you know, it can we can bring them up and make this FIFA and make the FIFA community the best community out there. But anyway, moving on. Like I said, Messi's the next talking point. Messi's the man in this. You know, Ibra's good in the demo because he's still got his 5-star skill moves, but in real FIFA, on the real game, he's not going to have those 5-star skill moves. So he's not going to be as good. I don't think the run and scoop turn is just so OP for me. In a way it's good because it's going to drop his price and it's going to stop people scoring just run and scoop turns, just scoop, 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 shoot. You know, I conceded so many of those in FIFA 14 and it's going to stop people from doing that, which is, you know, it's going to be good. The next one is Ultimate AI. You'll see us playing a game here, or my friend playing a game here on Ultimate, and he does get beaten. I think it's like 3-0 or something like that. But Ultimate on FIFA 14 was impossible. You know, you couldn't get anywhere near them. And I know we didn't get, or my mate didn't get a goal and they beat us 3-0. But, you know, they really weren't as good. So I know this is only like an 80% build roughly, which, well, that's what I'm being told anyway. You know, it's not a full build of the game. So hopefully that they can sort these sort of things out, you know. Because Ultimate should be ridiculous, you know. Legendary on FIFA 14 was ridiculous. So Ultimate should be, you know, beyond beating sort of thing. The next thing is crisp passing. Now, for those of you that played the World Cup game mode in FIFA 14, it's sort of like that. The passing is crisper, the passing is faster, not as many interceptions, not as many inaccurate passes. Everything seems to be on point, which is obviously good. You know, we want everything to be as on point as it can get. So that's the crisp passing. Now, for those, like I said, Messi's the man, but the second man is Ibrahimovic. And for those of you that used him in FIFA 14, you'll know that Ibrahimovic was not that good in the air, apart from off corners. They have fixed that. Ibra is phenomenal in the air. He was jumping up against the likes of, who was I playing against? Oh, PK, he outjumped. And there was someone else that I played who outjumped as well, but I can't remember who it was. Who was it? Company. He outjumped Company as well. And, you know, both tall guys, you know, I think they're both 6'4". And so, you know, it's good that Ibra's good in the air, because obviously a guy that's 6'5" isn't going to be bad. Goalkeepers is the next talking point. Goalkeepers are, it's a mixed bag sort of thing. From long range finesse shots, goalkeepers are shit. From close range inside the box, goalkeepers are phenomenal. It's such a weird thing. Like inside the box, you're going to be struggling to score. So it looks like it's going to be an outside of the box finesse shot sort of year. Maybe EA might fix it. You know, they haven't got too long to, so they might do. Who knows? But you know, it could get fixed. It might not. So we'll have to see within the next couple of weeks. Long shots, my God, long finesse shots. Like I said, absolutely OP. Brilliant, phenomenal. Maybe not brilliant, but they are OP as shit. But normal long shots, my God, I was taking long shots to people like Ibrahimovic from like 35 yards out at a slight angle, and he's hitting the corner flag. And it's just like, oh my word, you know, it's Ibra. He's got amazing long shots. You know, he should be hitting better than that, but you know, it's just one of those things. And the next thing, we're getting to the end of the list now, but the next thing is corners are nerfed. I've played 8 or 9 games so far in this demo, and because I thought I should play the shit out of the demo before I release the video, so I know what I'm talking about, sort of thing. And I feel like I feel like I'm qualified enough to give my opinion on it, because Jesus Christ, it's corners are nerfed big time. You know, I relied a lot on corners in the last FIFA. You know, if you're struggling in the game, you take a long shot, you get a corner. 90% of the time, you're going to score and you're going to get yourself back into the game. So corners are hugely nerfed, and you know, it's not a bad thing. But you know, it's just something to put out there. The last proper big topic that I need to talk about is the whole EA marketed this game around feel the game, you know, and feel the emotion and stuff like that. And it's when I was watching all of the trailers for FIFA, I was thinking, yeah, it's a load of shit. You know, what's the point in that? But it actually is really, really cool. in one of the games that you're going to see tomorrow or the next day, I think Stefan Jovetic hits the post in the 45th minute when it's 0-0, and he drops to his knees and bangs the floor and holds his head as if to say he's lost in the game, sort of thing, which is really, really cool, because a goal in the 45th minute is so important in real life football. It puts you in such a good place if you score it, and if you concede it, it puts you in such a bad place. So, a 45th minute goal would help so much. So, it's quite good, There was another one where I made a really good sliding tackle, and it blocked a shot on goal, and the referee blew for full time, or for half time again, and the goalkeeper gets up and sort of congratulates the centre back, sort of thing, as if to say, you've sort of saved the game, which is really, really cool. They've added a lot of cool little features like that. Nothing that's going to change the game as such, but some very cool stuff nonetheless. I'm really happy with what they've done. Aesthetically, it's very aesthetically pleasing. The graphics are phenomenal. The way the animations are phenomenal. Some of the goalkeeper saves are brilliant. Some of the player animations are brilliant. It's just some little things that are a little bit niggly. The goalkeepers, they get annoying as shit. And they'll get to annoying to a point that I suppose we'll get used to it, just like we got used to pretty much everything in FIFA 14 that was OP. But it's going to be tough to get used to this, I think. But no, that's not all. That's not the only things that are annoying. Some of the player ratings, man. I didn't actually write anything down about player ratings, because I've got a list beside me of what things to talk about. I haven't written out a speech or anything, but I've got a list of things to talk about. I didn't actually write down player ratings. I haven't actually given a full player ratings review out, but I'll go through it now quickly. Obviously, we know Messi's number one. He is a cover boy, so he will always be number one. Then Ronaldo, obviously, it has to be. Then I think it's Zlatan in number 3, rated 90, which I'm not going to argue with at all. I totally agree with those stats. But it's small things like Yaya Toure, best season of his life, gets 86 rated. He doesn't get an upgrade. And it's just like, what the hell? He's had the best season of his life. How do you not upgrade him? Sergio Aguero is another one. I know these are all, well, most of the players I'm going to talk about are Man City players, but it's just like, it's annoying because Aguero, he had an injury-struck season, but he still did well. He still scored 16 goals and got 5 or 6 assists. That's still a good season. That does not warrant a -2 player rating. But that's one of them. Sami Nasri as well. He's not even rated 84, so he's had a decrease in rating as well, and he had a great season last year. Vincent Kompany, another fantastic season, stays the same rated, and it's just like, it's not only them though. It's not only them. It's players like I can't think of any off the top of my head now. Toni Kroos, rated 85 or 86. It's like, how is he not on par with Schweinsteiger? For me, Kroos is as good as Schweinsteiger easily. Which, some of the player ratings are really bad, but, on a whole, I think they did a decent enough job. Coming to the end of the video, there are just a couple of more things I need to talk about. There's no drastic change to this FIFA. There's no, oh my god, that's so much different. It's just everything feels crisp and everything feels newer, which it should do. And it just feels like a new game, and apart from that, that's all I really have to say. Apart from, thank you guys for sticking around. If you're watching this, it means you've gone through about a couple of weeks without any content. But thank you guys for watching. Please do be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Really would mean a lot. Stick around for some more content, and I'll see you in my next video. Adios.